The Democratic rebuttal to the Nunes memo tears it apart. Late on Saturday afternoon, House Democrats surprised the country by releasing their rebuttal to the so-called Nunes memo, the document, prepared by Rep. Devin Nunes, R. California, that has become a key part of the conservative argument that the FBI is biased against President Donald Trump. The Democrats' rebuttal memo, written by Rep. Adam Schiff, D. California, argues that the Nunes memo is full of distortions and misrepresentations that don't stand up to scrutiny based on the underlying classified evidence. Having now read both the memos, I can say with confidence, Schiff makes his case. Schiff quotes key FBI documents that explicitly contradict the Nunes memo's core arguments. Any fair-minded observer who reads these two documents side by side can only conclude one thing: Nunes is either deeply misinformed or straight-up lying. This is a pretty thorough demolition, Julian Sanchez, an expert on surveillance at the Libertarian Cato Institute, wrote on Twitter after reading Schiff's memo. The core of the Nunes-Schiff argument. The Nunes memo's core allegation is that the FBI and Department of Justice misled at least one federal judge on a Foreign Surveillance Intelligence Act (FISA) court during the Trump-Russia investigation. In October 2016, the FBI requested a FISA warrant to spy on former Trump campaign aide Carter Page. FBI and DOJ officials argued that Page had troubling connections to the Kremlin, and wanted to check him out as part of their overall investigation into the Trump campaign's ties to Russia. An essential part of the application, Nunes argues, came from the so-called Steele dossier, the document containing major allegations of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia that was put together by former British spy Christopher Steele. It's also the source of the P-tape rumors. The problem, Nunes argues, is that Steele's research was partially funded by Democrats, but the FBI purposely neglected to tell the court about that source of funding. In essence, Nunes alleges that the FBI used opposition research put together by a Democratic political operative to go after the Trump campaign without disclosing that clear conflict of interest to the court. This was, according to Nunes, a troubling breakdown of legal processes established to protect the American people from abuses related to the FISA process. The Schiff memo argues that this isn't true, and it has the receipts to prove it. Schiff quotes a lengthy passage from the actual application the FBI sent to the FISA court asking for permission to snoop on Page. In the key line, the application explicitly notes that the FBI speculates that Steele had been hired to find information that could be used to discredit candidate number one's, Trump's, campaign. That's it. That's the ballgame. The FBI clearly states right there in the FISA application that they believe Steele was hired to find dirt on Trump. Since the core contention of the Nunes memo is that the FBI didn't do that, Nunes' entire argument falls apart. Source: Vox.